Welcome to episode 2 and day 3 of my family's vacation to California. We're starting today in the town of Oxnard and are about to head out on a whale watching tour to the Channel Islands. I love the Weatherstone. Oh, look at that. It's swimming back and forth. That means it must be super windy, Griff. Pelican. The reason this video is voiced over is because my audio was all weird this day, but it was mostly fixed for the rest of the trip. We arrived at our boat launch where we were met by a ton of seagulls, pelicans, and a few friendly harbor seals. We slowly pulled out of harbor and were soon out on the open ocean. The captain told us that a pod of pilot whales had been seen outside Santa Barbara the previous day and that he would remain on the radio with the other ships to see if he could find us anything. More likely, however, we would see a pod of common dolphins. I have historically terrible luck with seeing anything on whale watches, to the point that once the ship offered us a free ticket to come back tomorrow for a free tour to try again. We spent about an hour getting out to Channel Islands National Park. The captain pulled up around Anacapa Island's Arch Rock so that everyone could take a picture. We then made our way to the backside of Anacapa Island and the captain began checking the scanner. Personally, I was running out of hope that we'd see anything since it was just about time to start heading back to land in order to make it back on time. But then, off in the distance, we had our guys. A pod of common dolphins, just as the captain said.
To us on the right hand side, there's a couple of them. Oh, there you go.
Whoa!
Come on over, buddy.
The captain told us that these dolphins are really playful and actually love the boat because of the wake. He put the boat into a higher gear and got us moving, which is when this happened. This moment was so cool and felt so magical. These goofy guys were surfing on our boat. They did some tricks, they would peel off and zoom back in like they were putting on a show for us. It was such a special experience. Although we didn't end up getting any calls about any whale sightings, this was enough for me. These dolphins had made the day totally worth it no matter what came next. Yeah, so we came in, Griff over here, went up to Arch Rock, went around the backside, and then came on back, and we had the dolphins join us around right here-ish. Yeah, this is all to scale, and these are the ones that we were at.
Where's the...
So in this one and that one over there were huge.
Look at the boat the Rangers have. Like they have the white one, but look at they have that green.
It's a military boat.
It's a Coast Guard boat.
We got back to the harbor and headed over to the National Park's Visitor Center to collect our Junior Ranger badge, have some lunch, and then begin the trek north up the coast to Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara is an absolutely gorgeous city. If you haven't been, I'd highly recommend it. We just spent about an hour and a half here, and I've already decided that if I ever get the chance, I'm gonna move here. So stay tuned for that development in my life. Look at this place, is adorable. What a great little downtown. Welcome to day number 4 of this trip. We are about to hop in the car and head on down to Pinnacles National Park in Soledad-ish area. We're going to be on the west side. We're going to do a little bit of a hike, and then we're heading up to the town of Monterrey and Carmel. Unfortunately, not going to the aquarium. It's like 85 bucks a person for that aquarium. So we're going to see what it would do in Carmel and Monterrey. That's still to be decided, but I hope you're excited to visit one of the most underrated national parks is what I hear. Griff, what's been your favorite thing you've seen so far?
Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara. Dad, what about you?
Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara. Alright, awesome. And I would definitely live the rest of my life there if it didn't cost so much money. Pinnacles, everybody. The drive on in here was interesting. It was a one-way road like the whole way. Currently, right here, we're gonna drive on up to the chaparral and hike into the Balconies Cave. It's a cave trail, and then hike on back. It's only about 1.5 miles round trip, I believe. But I'm very interested to see what this park has to offer. It's completely socked in over there, so hopefully we can actually, like, you know, see the park. When we went to the Grand Canyon, Mom, approximately how much of the Grand Canyon could we see?
About 1%.
1%.
And Shenandoah, it was 0%.
Yeah. Okay.
This is about 5%. We can at least make out the shape.
We can at least see that there's a mountain there.
We can see that there's a shape.
Griffin, careful. That's a stone talus.
Ethan, I'm really liking that wall.
That's moss.
So this is like polar caves, but for real, right?
Yeah.
What we're gonna do today. I mean, polar caves is real too.
I don't think there'll be any orange crushes or fat man squeezes though.
Well, I hope not, because I won't make it through.
Hey Dad, I'm so amossed by this landscape.
Nice try.
I will say, the landscape here is absolutely phenomenal. I'm very glad we decided to come out here.
So varied.
It is. Like, you have the canyons, you have the big old mountains, you have the trees, and you have the shrubs.
This walk looks like Snoke if you kind of turn your head.
Yeah, maybe. We finally made it back to ground level, Griffin. Oh my god. What's up there, Griff?
Well, I can't go any further than this, but it's a nice little split.
Griffin, we cannot enter the mines of Moria.
Oh, we will anyway.
This is the most Lords of the Rings thing I've ever seen. Griffin's at home. He found a cave. He's like a kid in a candy store. I wish I had a GoPro mounted to my chest instead of holding my phone right now.
I will show you guys the way. It's going to be all insane.
That's a good idea. This is like the type of place you expect to find like a skeleton hiding over there, and he's got a sword and 25 gold. Yeah. Griffin, go get it. You're way more agile than I am in caves. Don't hit your head on a cave wall. I think the scariest thing about all these is that these are all like freestanding rocks just acting on each other with gravity and friction. And if anything goes, they all go.
This is so gross. I hate this.
Isn't this where Jack Sparrow has his face-off with Barbossa at the end of Curse of the Black Pearl?
Yeah.
Or is this the place that Frodo gets dragged by Shelob?
No,
The giant spider?
spider.
I thought we were done. Apparently not. So if you're into spelunking, you can just keep going down.
We're going that way.
Which way?
That way.
Are you sure it's not that way?
I'm sure there's a barrier.
Ah, good point.
And that looks like a walking path.
Yeah, fair enough.
If Griffin's struggling to go under, I'm really nervous.
Right, me too.
I got caught.
They're also trial.
At this point, Mom, we're all wet and dirty and gross. Nothing we can really do about it until Monterey.
I just did a split that I have not done in years.
Hey, yeah.
Hold on, we're gonna pass back forward.
Griff, come back.
I only have so many hands.
Not too bad.
Oh my god.
You need to be vlogging that.
I
Yeah, we
am.
don't have a GoPro.
That's what I was saying. If I had a GoPro.
Well, I suggested to Griffin that he bring his. We actually have two of them.
We're out.
We're done.
I'm curious to see how you're gonna do this.
Did we go that way? I think we go that way.
Or maybe we do just go up. Oh yeah, that works.
I want to see what's over here.
Griff, I'm glad you're having fun.
I'm having fun. This is hard. That's what I want to do.
That was very cool, but I don't ever need to try and do that again. Where'd he go?
He is under the rock.
Griff. Alright, later, Griffin. I haven't worked that hard on a hike in years. And we still have a half mile to go to get back. It's crazy how different this place looks now that it's not dark. And like, gray. Like you almost can't even recognize it. Oh my god. Two of them.
Those are contours, right?
I think so.
They have like the splayed ends of the contours.
Whoa.
Did you get the condor? I don't see the white.
Girlfriend, I'd like to apologize for my previous outburst where I said don't point at anything until it's a condor, and then 5 seconds later we saw a condor. This video quality is not good, but there's 2 bluebirds right there. See, there's one, there's the other. Oh, there they go. Griff, was this the coolest thing we've done so far?
This was a really, really cool hike. Santa Barbara is still my favorite part of this trip so far, but this hike is 100% number 2.
Griffin, have you ever been in the Pacific before?
Never.
Never. Dad, have you ever been in the Pacific before? First time. All right, well, here you go, Griff. Ooh, it is cold.
That is.
I'm glad we're not going in all the way.
Yeah, right? Aren't you glad I said we don't have to dunk anymore? My God. If you wanted to dunk, it should have been done in LA. Jesus, chilly.
Wow.
Griffin, rate it. How was it? Pacific Ocean.
Really cold. But I'm
Cool.
glad I did that.
On a scale of Salisbury in February to a scale of Salisbury in June, how is it?
Salisbury in... it's a little warmer than Salisbury.
Ah, so Salisbury on a hot August day.
Yeah.
Which is to say, 37 whole degrees.
It's probably in the upper 50s.
This is cold. I'm not showing my feet. I don't want to have to edit that out. I did it, Griff. I made it to the ocean. Ah, that's cold. Look at this wave like right in front of us here. Like, calm down, man. You don't. It's not that serious.
These waves are aggressive. I think we see. There's gotta be rocks there, right?
I'm in the ocean.
Woo! Cold, 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 cold. Oh, second wave. Alright. How's that? I'm out. This is like just one giant thing of seaweed. What the heck? So what I've learned today is that Carmel, a very, very cool town. The beach is awesome. Carmel, if you happen to watch this and you're from Carmel, please put in a request to build a funicular. And if you don't know what a funicular is, it's basically a gondola that makes the last 30 minutes of my life about 17 seconds and way easier, because my goodness, this town is built on the steepest hill I think I've ever been to other than Pittsburgh. And if you had a funicular, you get up your hill a lot faster. That's all I'm saying. Just have one at the bottom, have one at the top, and you go whoop up in a gondola. Or a chairlift, or whatever, but some way to eliminate that dang hill. Do it, please, for the love of God. The other thing I was noticing is that this town is really built for the people who have money to burn, because a lot of the things around here are little boutique shops. So if you're not here for spending exorbitant amount of money, then you're not really gonna find a whole lot to do here other than go to the beach. So it's a town really for the people who show up with a suitcase, and their entire purpose while they're here is to fill it with things, which, not my vibe, but still a very pretty town. So look at some of these houses, right? These are all like hotels, houses, griffins. It's a very cool town. Very cool town.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Pretty cool town. Very expensive though. We were just looking at the Remax or whatever, I think a second ago. How much was the cheapest one you saw on that board?
$895,000, and it was 2 beds, 1 bath.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Not for the faint of heart, this town.